My name is Paul Horn. I play classical and fingerstyle guitar. I didn't always play classical and fingerstyle guitar. Back in the late 80s and 90s, I actually played drums in some on-again and off-again bands, which would normally play your standard classic rock ballads that were popular at that time. Eventually, other members of the bands moved on to other projects, got married, or quit playing altogether. I moved on to more of a solo style music and learned how to strum an acoustic guitar. Fun times. I became what I now label as a lazy acoustic rock player. In May of 1994, I had a life-changing event. On a trip to an audition as a drummer for a band out of Atlanta, I heard the gospel of Jesus Christ, and by His grace and mercy, I repented of my sins and placed my trust in Him. After that day, my musical interests were completely overhauled, and I began to write and play contemporary Christian music. I also got married in that year, and in 1996, we had our first and only child. At that time, I actually took a month's worth of classical guitar lessons from Roger Hudson, which was not enough time to really learn anything, but it was enough time to pique my interest in the classical guitar. Needless to say, music took a back seat as my life took over. My dreams and aspirations were not being realized, so I put down the music for 11 years. In 2008, I became interested in making music again. I found a beautiful Ibanez Koa 6-string guitar, and I bought it that spring. I played the guitar through the summer of 2008, teaching myself some fingerstyle techniques and strumming a lot, but I quickly became bored with it. I wanted to take the music further. It was in November of that year that life had one more surprise for me. I was hit by a drunk driver on the highway going 70 miles an hour. My left arm was broken, my left hand had a major injury. I didn't know if I'd ever play guitar again. But my hand mostly healed, and I began taking guitar lessons from Dr. Phil Snyder of the Georgia Guitar Quartet in March of 2009. As a Christian, I did have one holdup. I didn't want to play a lot of secular music. So I wasn't exactly sure I wanted to play instrumental secular music either, until I read Christopher Parkening's testimony in the back of his Guitar Method Volume 1. His testimony and the fact that the pieces were instrumental overcame any hang-ups that I had. And since that time, I have been able to study with Mary Ackerman, who among other achievements was invited to play in a 1986 Segovia Masterclass. This YouTube channel was started as a way to document this journey. In addition to the classical guitar pieces, it has now been expanded to include arrangements of favorite hymns and modern praise and worship songs for the guitar. These arrangements can be downloaded for free at my website. Just see the link in the description for more information. From time to time, I'll throw in a piano piece, as I have been learning it also. Since these arrangements are completely free, I also started a Patreon account. What is Patreon? I'm glad you asked. Patreon.com is a way to show your support for my work. It's a way for you to support the creation of these arrangements that are freely distributed. Patreon is a per-video source of funding that allows artists, musicians, and all creative people to do what they do best: create. It also allows me to give back to my supporters in the form of MP3s, sheet music, videos, tips and tricks for the classical and fingerstyle guitar players, and more. You can support this channel for as little as $1 per video. Please check in the description for more information, and as always, please like and subscribe for classical and fingerstyle guitar music. There's much more to come.